I have this beautiful backdrop. The beautiful evening sky is behind me. Well, I get to talk to my pals, friends, fans, and those who enjoy my content. In the meantime, right now we've been talking about building wealth, creating millionaire status, billionaire status, and a lot of really cool things. We've been talking about home ownership versus renting. But there's something that just recently came up that I wanted to discuss. And I actually have talked about this a little bit more on my Instagram, more than I have on my YouTube channel. And that is what happened to Usain Bolt, the amazing Jamaican runner. He's so amazing. But he had, I guess, invested in a company, and somehow they lost $12 million of his money. But then he went and he reinvested again, or he reinvested in another company. And that is a wonderful principle that I think is very important for single parents to think about. And that is second chances, getting yourself back up and starting again. So when it comes to second chances, extremely important, not necessarily with somebody who's caused you some harm, but the ability to say, you know what, maybe this didn't work out this time, but maybe I can try something different. His situation and losing $12 million is no small feat. Most people are never going to see that much money in their lifetime. So to lose that kind of money when he's working hard, I mean, it takes tremendous effort to become an athlete and to win marathons. And he has worked extremely hard. So to have his money lost is, I would imagine, very frustrating. But nevertheless, if you can recover from that, get yourself back up and start over, this is a fantastic principle for single parents to adopt. Because many times single parents have a situation with an ex, with their children, with the schools, with work, and it can cause extreme bitterness in your life. And if you want to develop millionaire status, you're going to have some millionaire habits and behaviors. And some of those millionaire habits and behaviors are being able to take a deep breath, let it out, release some of the bad things that have happened to you, some of the hurts, some of the frustrations, pull yourself back up, and just begin walking, begin starting over and trying again. And that can be an extremely hard thing, because what if you married somebody and that person caused you to lose your home, lose your vehicle, lose the stable community that you were in? Maybe you can barely afford to pay for groceries and things. That can be a very challenging thing. And to forgive that is even more difficult. But let me tell you, if Usain Bolt can get up and forgive a $12 million fiasco, you can forgive too. You have the ability within you to grow, to forgive, and to seek forgiveness also, because maybe you didn't cause a $12 million mistake, but maybe you caused another one or another problem, because nobody is getting divorced or having challenges in a bubble. It's taken two people to cause that problem, and two people need to ask for forgiveness and forgive at the same time. Forgive me if it's a little noisy in the background, but I'm so excited to be here with you guys today in this beautiful city. But nevertheless, another thing is not wallowing in self-pity. For Usain Bolt to get back up after that situation happened, to get up and say, okay, I'm going to try again. That takes tremendous courage. It takes tremendous belief in yourself and tremendous faith. And when you have that, you are setting yourself up for success, for opportunity to come your way, and for new things to happen. If he was going to wallow in self-pity, he would not have these new opportunities. And the same is true for single parents. I know some of you have experienced some horrific situations. Maybe you've been betrayed. Maybe the person has cheated on you. They've left you. And now here you are raising the kids, and it's unfair. But you know what? If you can develop the right mindset and the right attitude and recognize you can start again. Just get up, start again. Begin the first day with a single step. Begin the first day saying, I am not going to live in self-pity, frustration, and misery. I am going to get myself up, and I'm going to set a great example for my children. You can do the same thing Usain Bolt did. And remember, nothing is fatal and nothing is forever. You know, recently, even in a company that I work for. All of a sudden, our president was gone, just like that, poof. Nobody knows what happened to him or what, where he went. But betrayal in corporations, unfortunately, happens all the time, and it's usually the people you would least expect that to come from. Theft, lying, all sorts of things happen within a company, especially when you build together. And these are things they happen every day. So you have to get yourself back up, and you got to start over again. You can do that as a single parent. You can do that as a business owner. You can do that like Usain Bolt did. One of the ways that helps you build this tremendous courage and faith in yourself is probably by some level of fitness. I would imagine his fitness regime of Usain Bolt is what's helping him to keep going, to be strong, and to start over again. Exercise gives you tremendous ability to see things differently, to see yourself differently, to see the situation differently, to see people differently. So what can you do? What steps can you take today to improve your situation as Usain Bolt did? Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe you've lost a job because now you don't have childcare. I remember a time when I was delivering mail for the Postal Service, and I would simply ask my ex-husband to go and pick up our eldest daughter, and he would not pick her up. So he put me in a bad situation. I would bring her to work, but then they said, you can't bring your child to work. So what do? Now you've got a tough situation. It's unfair, and you have a decision to make. You can change your mind and choose not to be bitter, angry, frustrated, and allow these horrible situations to define your life. Something great's going to come from it. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what sort of intervention God's going to have for you, but there's something along the way that will happen. You just have to have the right mindset. Even if you're in homelessness right now, even if it's a struggle just to get by day to day, you've got to keep the faith and you've got to keep going. You got to keep trying. And I'm telling you, when you do that, you will attract the right people. Sometimes bad things come into our lives and they have a purpose. And God can take that and he can use that bad thing and he can turn it around and turn it into something very positive. It's up to you. You're deciding each day, how am I going to think? How am I going to live? How am I going to interact with other people? Am I going to let one bad situation, two bad situations, three, maybe five, maybe 10 situations define my life? No. You're going to get yourself back up and you're going to start over. And we're going to give a hats off to Usain Bolt for picking himself back up as well. It's really hard to do it. And it's even harder to do things when other people can see it. But you can do it. You get yourself back up, you try again, you reach out, you find the right people, and the miracle begins. Wishing you all an amazing Wednesday. Get yourself back up, start again, find answers, trust that God is going to send you the right people when you need them. Sonia Gallion-Comanica here, SoniaGallion-Comanica.com, and the author of 10 Things I Wish I Knew as a Single Parent, where we talk about all things single parents. And our goal is to help you with your finances and to make your kids safe by educating your parents. Have an amazing day.